So we are going to tell it together, yeah? So just say, yeah, we want to, this song about Owang winyo marasure kadan. We want to sing that song, eh? And what is your response? What is supposed to be your response? Sebe kadano. Say kadano. Kadano. That is how we are going to call our story today. So, winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure kat. Winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, owang winyo marasure kat. Winyo go bombe, owang winyo go bombe. Winyo go bombe, owang winyo go bombe. Winyo go bombe, owang winyo go bombe kadano. That was a praise song that they used to welcome Owang, the bird that lived in the forest. It lived with a young family. Yeah, they were living there in the forest and they were happy together. But Owang was not just another bird. It was a bird that would really help people. You see, the king of this kingdom, King Kwete Buonjo. Everybody repeat it with me. King Kwete Buonjo. King Kwete Buonjo was an evil king. He was not like the good leaders that we have here today. Our father, I can see my leader is also here. He has come also to be with us. He was not like these good leaders, the MCAs, yeah? The good leaders that you have around you, your chief. No, this was an evil king. There were only 3 things that humored him. Your ability to show total loyalty to him. Whenever he sneezed, everybody would go down with Homer Kali, praying and fasting for his well-being. And whenever he belched, the entire kingdom would just stand and hail him as king. And not only that, he also had a love for riddles. And he was a master riddler. So whenever he would pose these riddles to you, and your mind was not agile enough, you would be prisoned. You would be taken in, thrown into the dungeons to rot there. So he had a love for riddles, and he used to, many times he used to just tell people the riddles. So at one particular point, he went to the people who were living in the forest, and he gave them this riddle about the cockroach that was always wandering around the kitchen floor, chasing after its own shadow. The guys were unable to answer. When they were unable to answer, just imagine what he did. This guy also loved money. He cut all the trees and burned them and made charcoal and sold them, and he became rich. And the people cried, "Oh, Kaliembeba ni kalanda kumunya, Kaliembeba baya, Kaliembeba baya, Kaliembeba ni kalanda kumunya, Kaliembeba ni kalanda kumunya, oh Kaliembeba baya, Kaliembeba ni kalanda kumunya." They cried and cried and cried. Once again, he would go where the rivers were. Yeah? And you see, he once again posed another riddle. A riddle about the kangaroo that kept fighting with its own image, looking at the mirror and fighting itself. When the people were unable to answer, what do you think he did? He said, ha, 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 ha. I know what I'm going to do. Venice was built on a water mass. I'm going to build Venice. I'm going to build my own Venice on the rivers and on the lake, all surrounded in one place. And when the people heard that, they said, "We've had enough. We've had enough. We've been told the importance of the rivers." Yeah? The good book tells me in Psalms 46 verse 4, it says, there is a river that makes glad the city of God. Yeah? where the mighty God lives. And it will not fail. God is going to help it at the break of dawn. And I know he's going to also help the rivers. Yeah? See, we are told in Genesis chapter 2. Somebody quoted the Bible here. Genesis chapter 2 verse 10 to 15 there. It says that there was a river that watered the beautiful garden of Eden. Yeah? And it had 4 headways, 4 headwaters. Pishon, Gihon, Euphrates, and Tigris. Really? Can we leave this person to just build whatever it is that is calling another that city of Venice? No, we cannot allow this to happen. And they cried out, oh, they were crying about the trees that gave them food. That was also a promise. Actually, it was given to them that the trees that have fruits and seeds in them, those are going to be your food. Yeah? So they cried and cried, and King Owang Winyomara Sure heard about it, had the cry of the people. And just like he used to do, he once again came to their assistance. He was also a master riddler. So he agreed that he was going to come and help them, because he knew that the trick that the king was using riddles. So he agreed that he was going to answer any riddle that the king was going to pose. So the king said, yes, after 3 days, come and we are going to have the mother of all riddles. So on that particular day, after 3 days, we will meet and have the mother of all riddles. After 3 days, they all assembled. Everybody assembled in the kingdom. They were ready to see what was happening. They feared for Wang Sure. They really, really feared. The king was there. And the guards were also ready to take Owang and throw him into the dungeons, to rot there, if he was not going to answer this one riddle. Yeah. So he said, if Owang is going to answer this riddle, I'm going to give him 6 pots of gold. 6 pots of gold? And not only that, I'm going to give him half my kingdom. He was being careless. And not only that, I'm going to give him the hand of my beautiful daughter in marriage. And not only that, I'm going actually to leave the throne for him. He was so sure about himself that he was going to win. So the day came, and everybody was assembled, and everybody was waiting for this mother of all riddles to be unraveled. So the king was there ready to pose it. And his trick was going to be simple. He was going to hold the beautiful Arabuko Sokoke butterfly in his hands. Everybody repeat it with me. Arabuko Sokoke butterfly. In his hands. And then he was going to ask him whether it was alive or dead. If Owang was going to say that it was alive, he was going to simply crush it secretly between his fingers and prove him wrong. But if he was going to say that it was dead, he was going to open up his hands and allow the beautiful Arabuko Sokoke butterfly to open up his beautiful wings and fly away, proving him wrong again. Yeah. So when they were ready, the king was also ready. He told him, in my hands. Everybody shake it with me like this. In my hands. I've got the beautiful Arabuko Sokoke butterfly. Is it alive or dead? People were wondering, really, how? People wondered how to answer that, really. And they were happy that actually they did not, when they heard about the prize that was being given, they did not decide that they did not volunteer themselves to also be with Owang to answer this question. So they were happy that actually they were not part of this questioning and answering. So it was held there. Is it alive or dead? Alive or dead? It kept echoing back and forth to everybody, and more so to Owang. It was not like Owang Owang usually answered his questions within the very first 5 minutes. But this time around, it had taken 10, 15. Oh, the mother could not handle it. She just pierced the air with his cry. Every other person was just mourning and just groaning under their breath in hushed tones. She was mourning her son in advance. So finally, Owang was ready to answer. So he took an empty bottle and gave it to the king. The king looked at it. The king was a bit confused. But since it was a battle of wits, he did not want to show his confusion. He told him, but yes, I can see there's a bottle here, but it is empty. Yes, it is empty because it is not a myth. I have the answer. King Kwetebwonjo, as to whether the Arabuko Sokoke butterfly is alive or dead, it all depends on you. Because you are the custodian of it. King Kwetebwonjo wondered whether he could swallow it to keep the suspense going. Yeah? He wondered whether to do that. But everybody knew that actually the answer had been shared to all, and everybody knew who the winner was. So King Kwetebwonjo, crestfallen, just walked away, downcast, walked away in shame. And Owang was ready now to possess everything that had been promised. And this goes ahead to tell us, in your hands, tell yourself like that, in your hands, in my hands, there is the destiny of our rivers. Is it alive or dead? It's yours to answer that. Winyo marasure, Owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, Owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, Owang. Owang winyo marasure kat. Winyo marasure, Owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, Owang winyo marasure. Winyo marasure, Owang. Owang winyo marasure kat. Winyo go bombe, Owang winyo go bombe. Winyo go bombe, Owang winyo go bombe.